Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and we are once again back with buffs we'd like to see. And we are starting off this week with the Slave Wraith, which has honestly kind of always been a mess. Was one of the first couple of things in the game to have the fake beacon skill, which lets you show up as an ally on enemy radar until you open fire. Problem, of course, being that there's no name floating over your head, so it can only do so much if people are paying attention. It's pretty much designed for when people aren't. And beyond that, it needs so much. So it has basically almost all of the weapons we have been talking about and saying need help recently. The Gundam ground type weapons, the beam rifle, the rocket launcher, and the Blue Destiny's 100mm machine gun Kai. It also has kind of lacking chest Vulcans. They can at least be fired while boosting, but you're not going to stun anything. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's not even enough paired with a uncharged rifle shot to stun anything. It has no dodge roll, one melee swing, and not a lot of other skills either. So yeah, this one, but I think when we were talking about it, we came up with some pretty good ideas. So take it away, Salty.
Well, this is supposed to be in description, as Rob pointed out during we were chatting about it. It's supposed to be a higher mobility Gundam ground type. It's an ace unit for one, but it's slower than the EZ8 with slower boost, even though it's got what looks to be like a G3 style or a Gym Type D style backpack. So I feel like we need to up both running speed and boost speed, like a good 10 points. Easy. Give it a dodge roll on top of it. If they don't give it a dodge roll, then it needs maneuver armor level 1, damage control level 1 at level 1, and level up to level 2 at level 3, and then so on. And then, forget what the other perk, damage resistance perk I was thinking about, but it'll come to me. It's just in a really bad spot, because like Rob shown, the Vulcans don't stun. They need to have a much faster, they need much higher damage, because I'm pretty sure Rob's only doing like maybe 35 a shot there.
48, but that's still pretty terrible.
That is awful. That needs to be way up there. And then make the flash grenade. Give it the same buff that the Nero's got. Give it the shield, piercing shield flash. That would help a lot. This is also a suit our dear friend Heavy likes to use quite a lot, or silver underscore lightning, depending on what name you like. He says, let's give it a missile pod, or the 6.2 missile launcher as a sub-weapon, something rapid fire to break maneuver armor, and, help with build stun. One of the perks it should get, and I remember what it was, wearable armor. That is an actual technical piece of equipment on this kit that it does not have, sadly. No perk. So it needs to yoink that skill from the Striker Custom. The Striker Custom, and give it to this suit also to help it get in. And of course, your standard, 2-hit melee combo if you don't. And if it doesn't get 2-hit melee combo, interrupt tackle would help. Give it level 3 or 4 spike. Was it called spike tackle for the shield?
Shield tackle.
Shield tackle. I feel like giving it level 6 shield tackle would be fine, because its shield is weak and it would instantly lose that perk the moment the shield's gone. So, and then lore-wise, it could also take the 90mm bullpup. So, give it that as a sub. I mean, there's plenty of ways to fix this mobile suit, because even in GBO 1, this suit was not good. It's never been good, and as long as it's been in the game, I think it's only been buffed, I think, once.
Yeah, and I don't even remember what they did at this point. I think it mean. Oh, yes, I do. It didn't have balancers originally.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my goodness. This suit was in such a rough spot. So, honestly, with all the new what was that get behind skill you said?
Oh yeah, well, one of the things I was thinking about, if we want to make better use of the fake beacon skill, the there are of course the precision skills that let you do extra limb damage if you attack from behind. So yeah, I think I know there's a precision melee that both the Echoes, Jagan, and the Conroy have. I think there's a ranged equivalent too. If not, this would be a good thing to give it to. Just let you get behind things, pinpoint legs with the beam rifle, and do extra leg damage. I think it would be a good possibility also to give it the skill that the Gundam Mark IV and Ball and Oak Saman have, to let it swap between fake beacon and stealth. That might be overkill. I don't know, but that's interesting. I did not know. You scoped in there for a second, right?
Yeah, I'm scoped in now.
Okay. Apparently, when you're crouched and not scoped in, the shield's in front of you. When you scope in, you pull it back.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of cool, but also means you're actually giving up a little bit of defense to get more accurate shots. That's
well, you just got to be ore farming a little bit.
A little bit.
How would you say, like, what would you say about like a scanner type AOE because the head equipment?
That's a possibility. It is supposed to. It doesn't actually have any sensor enhancement skills, does it?
No.
Yeah, it's supposed to have according to the in-game description, it's supposed to have a better set of sensors built into the head. Hence, the visor very similar to the Gem Sniper 2s.
It does have anti-stealth level 2, but I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be referencing.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I kind of like the idea of like having a much shorter range, but much shorter range of what the Isaac can do. 360-degree ping.
Yeah, that would be an interesting way to go with it. Like, yeah, just there's a bunch of options based on the lore and descriptions for this, but just the I feel like, especially early in and just in general, the developers have kind of grossly overestimated the value of fake beacon as a skill. At least, if there are people who can use it well enough to justify this, I salute you. But I have never been able to get that far with it.
I see it's a sad draw pose.
Mm.
That's not too bad.
No, pretty good. Again, it is a really nice looking suit. It really deserves to it really deserves better.
Yeah.
All right, we are following up with the other of the early fake beacon suits, the Gim Camouf. Little piece of trivia. I say it that way because, yes, in katakana, it is actually spelled differently than Jim. Just, I think the idea being that, yeah, Xeon does not really have a handle on the Federation mobile suit names at that point in the war. It comes in at 200. It has a machine gun with a decent range and seems like decent damage, at least against the tank. Also has, a Sturmfaust with a really long ready up, a Heat Hawk with one swing. It does have balancers, but it's another one with no dodge roll or except for the shield, much of any other stun defense. So, Salty, what do you got?
So the Gim Camouf is probably one of my more favorite suits I used when the game first released. I used to get a lot of high damage matches in it. Time has sadly shown its age on this suit, and it makes me sad. It's a very fun suit. The problem is, it doesn't have the HP, the skills, or the armor to really help it. The machine gun, being one of my favorite machine guns in the game, is it's rather low damage. It's got 7 seconds reload time, which needs to be adjusted, and it's 350 meters in range, and it stuns insanely quick too, as you just seen Rob do. Um, but the problem is it kind of has a really long, pretty big scatter when you're firing at a longer range. I kind of want to see that cone of fire reduced. I don't think it should scatter as much as it does. Um, I kind of don't mind the damage being as low as it is if it got like a couple more shots. At level 1, I think it has 30. I feel like at level 1, it should start with 40 off the rip. My bazooka is actually one of the better bazookas you can use in the game, if you ask me. It's only got a 0.7 second less firing or cooldown rate compared to the Alex Gundam. The Alex Gundam having the fastest firing bazooka in the game, if you don't include the burst modes ones on the Char Gundam and the I think the White Gundam's burst mode, or no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, those two are burst modes. You can't count on the Hainu, but we don't count him. Hainu needs a buff.
Yeah.
This bazooka does a lot of damage. It's fast fire. It's relatively fast firing. Does a decent amount of damage. It's just in general, one of the better bazookas you can use. And then, of course, its other weapon is the anti-ship rifle. Everybody knows the anti-ship rifle. One of the skills I came up with while I was working today is I feel like this suit should have a unique skill called double shield. As if you look at its left arm, the way the shield is modified is that it's a chunk of metal. Let me get up on Rob's arm here. If you look there, that's a Zaku punch shield. So my idea is to make it to where that looks so wicked with the giant shield like that.
It really does.
So my idea is to have, once you deplete the HP on the outer shield, you still have another shield in the form of a punch shield, and you can punch with it. So that once you lose your shield, you get a secondary melee weapon. All left-handed, so I think that would be kind of cool if you ask me. And I would give it a single hit on that one, on the hit. Only one, and it should be just like one quick jab, heavy stagger. And I think that would be a nice addition. Other than that, this suit is a Jim and Zuda combination it doesn't have ammo or armor on it. It really doesn't. This is bare frame, essentially, with a very thin layer of metal covering it to make it look like a Jim. It should be way faster, like insanely quicker. Naked, it only has 115 running speed. I'm pretty sure the standard Jim runs faster than this suit. If you don't mind, destroy my shield if you can. I want to see how much the speed boost is. But otherwise, definitely the boost needs to be increased. I feel I kind of don't want to give it EX boost.
That is a highly tanky shield.
Yeah, no, it's like 6,000 HP.
Dang. Yeah, that explains. There we go.
That is not much of a speed boost, really.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Let's stand right next to this line.
All right.
And let's run up to the let's see. Right there.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Enough to make a difference,
Yeah.
but not a huge one.
Yeah, that needs to be. I feel like that the speed on the shield destruction should be a lot faster too, because that's not great. Huh. What do you think?
I think the shield explained something for me, which is that I forgot at level 1, it only has 8,000 hit points. It, granted, it, as you said, it is supposed to be a fairly low armor suit, so that makes sense. But at the same time, yeah, that is just really kind of scary low at this point for anything. What is it? What are the hit points like at your level?
Only 12,000.
Yeah, that's not awful, but it's, it is, yeah, it is a little bit on the fragile side. Again, I feel like the developers overestimating the utility of fake beacon here by a good margin. But yeah,
Wait,
beyond that, like faster ready up for the Sturmfast, definitely.
reduction on the reload time. It's still at 15 seconds.
Yeah. The only thing I like the shield idea. I don't you mentioned giving it heavy stagger. That's the only part I have misgivings about, just because with the anti-ship rifle that would then give you double heavy stagger, and that might be a little bit overkill.
It might, but like, who's really wanting to get close in this thing?
Yeah, I mean that is part and parcel of having terrible hit points. So
Yeah, like if like anytime I take this out, the moment you're caught, you're dead. You're one combo by anything. Even a raid will instantly one combo you at any cost. This thing is so ridiculously fragile, and I'm okay with it being fragile if they give it the necessary needs or the means to actually do the damage it should be able to do.
yeah.
Love the Gim Camouf though. It's such a cool, like, stupid design.
It is. But yeah, those are our thoughts on these. As always, let us know in the comments if you think you've got any ideas we haven't covered, or think we're on the right or wrong track with any of this, and suggestions for future suits also always welcome. So. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this week's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.